This is your Weather Extreme video for Wednesday, December the 31st, the last day of 2014. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters coming to you from Santa Monica, California on this rather interesting morning across central Alabama. There's a look at the Skycam from Fayette, and they have sunny skies, but across the eastern and east central sections of Alabama, as you can see from the Trussville Skycam, it's overcast as we're seeing a high-pressure system that is still well to our west, but it is allowing an easterly flow to bring a wedge-like impact, not so serious on the temperatures, but at least tapping into some moisture that's off to the east of us and giving us a tale of two cloud covers with cloudy skies in the east sections and sunny skies in the western sections. In the upper atmosphere, the flow has gone nearly zonal across the area as a nice closed low is carving out into the Four Corners area and over southwestern southwestern part of the United States. On the surface map for conditions across the area, generally we're around the freezing mark for lows this morning, but you can see the cloud cover that is encompassing the eastern half of central Alabama. And that weather system that's off to our west is beginning to create some havoc across the southwestern U.S. with a number of winter weather advisories, all those purple and pinkish areas that you see. For us, over the next 5 days, QPF suggests that we're going to have on the order of between 2 and 3 inches of rain. So once again, we may have to deal with some flooding concerns. Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any organized thunderstorms for day 1 or for day 2. We do see some thunderstorms for parts of Texas and the southern lower Mississippi River Valley. Marginal risk for severe weather across the area of the central Gulf Coast on the day 3, but it looks like we'll be okay. All right, let's get to some modeling, and there's the 06Z GFS model run, and there's the surface pattern, creating almost a wedge-like situation. It's not a wedge, but it is creating a northeasterly flow across the eastern counties, and that's bringing some moisture in. The high moves over us as moisture begins to return up into Texas on Thursday, and in the upper atmosphere, we see that closed low coming out across the Four Corners area, and that will be ejecting fairly quickly. It begins to eject on Friday, and you'll notice that's pumping up a little bit of a ridge over us, but that is once again tapping into moisture from the Pacific. And in addition to that, we're getting moisture and a warm front moving up to the north from the Gulf Coast area. On Saturday, we see that closed low is now ejecting as an open wave coming across Oklahoma, and that should create a surface low in the vicinity of Kansas City or slightly south of Kansas City, Missouri, and drag a cold front down into southeast Texas, and that puts us in a wet period once again. That short wave moves by, the trough moves by on Sunday, so that should bring an end to our precipitation. Probably by midday, I think the rain should be over for us. We get out to Monday, the 5th of January, and we see that we have a more or less a long wave trough position over the eastern half of the country, but it does not have a high amplitude. Therefore, we see that the cold air is actually staying well to our north with high pressure moving across the Ohio River Valley at the surface. By the time we reach Tuesday, we're seeing that long wave trough position being carved out once again. And then on Wednesday, we see that that trough is moving off a little bit, but that is cooling things down. And once again, we're going to stay at or below seasonal averages, but not extremely cold. As you can see, the cold air is still well to our north. As we get out into voodoo country, the screaming message here is that the weather pattern stays pretty active. We see another shortwave trough coming by us on the 10th, and then we see another major one on the 13th coming across from the Four Corners area once again. So that brings us another period of wet weather. It looks like wet weather starting the 2015 for sure. And then we get out to the 15th, and we do see that a pretty good trough over the central part of the country, and that is keeping us cool or chilly, but not especially extreme cold to deal with. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video. I'm going to be out tomorrow at the Rose Bowl and at the Rose Parade, so be sure to check back for discussions. Bill Murray will be having a discussion tomorrow, and I think James Spann is back on the 2nd. In the meantime, have a great day, go Noles, and Godspeed.